On July 20th, 1982, there was an IRA terrorist attack in London. Today, I would like to tell you a little bit about the Irish Republican Army, about the events that happened that day, and the aftermath of the event. The attack in London was one of the worst IRA attacks on Britain. The attack in London was a devastation to all people and left many injured and even dead. Understanding the history of the Irish Republican Army can help you understand the reasons behind their actions. The IRA was created in 1919 as a group of terrorists and were known for their usage of bombs. Zellman stated this in 2015 in an About News article. Arthur wrote in 2015 in an Irish Republican Army paper, Ireland was under British rule and wanted to break free and become an independent republic. He said that the IRA operated on their own and in some cases even had a say above the government. Zellman explained in the Guide to the Irish Republican Army in 2015 that through 1969 to 1997, the IRA split off into different organizations depending on what they wanted to accomplish. The organizations that split off included the official IRA, the provisional IRA, the real IRA, and the continuity IRA. The provisional IRA was the group that was associated with the London bombing but is no longer active today. Now that you have a little bit of history about the Irish Republican Army, you can better understand the reasons behind their actions. During the terrorist attack in London, 2 bombs went off less than 2 hours apart that were made to target the British military. The first bomb went off in Hyde Park, causing massive destruction. Jackson stated in 2015 in his article, 11 soldiers killed as twin IRA bombs rocked London's royal parks, that the bomb was hidden in a car and it contained 30 pounds of nails. Security editor Tom Whitehead in The Telegraph in 2014 said that the soldiers rode past on their horses in Hyde Park during the changing of the guard procession when someone set the bomb off by a remote control. Chris Greenwood and Ryan Kinzel wrote in an article in dailymail.com and said that the bombing in Hyde Park killed 4 soldiers, 7 horses, and left 26 people wounded. The second bomb exploded underneath the bandstand in Regent's Park. Whitehead said in his paper in The Telegraph that the Royal Green Jackets were playing when the second bomb erupted underneath the bandstand, killing 7 band members and leaving 24 people injured. He goes on to say that the bomb was set off by a timer, causing maximum casualties. Now that you are aware of the horrific events that happened on July 20th, 1982, let me explain to you what happened after the bombing. The aftermath of the 2 bombs left London stunned. Hyde Park was changed forever because of the events that happened that day. One of the saddest sights was all the dead horses. Greenwood and Ryan said later in their article that the dead horses were covered by blankets so that people couldn't see them. One of the loved horses, named Sefton, suffered from 28 wounds from nails and debris, but in the end miraculously survived. Whitehead explained that Sefton went on to become nationally the symbol of hope. The park now holds a plaque that commemorates everybody that was killed that day. Regent's Park suffered greatly from the tragedy, but with hope from the community, they all came together and recovered. After the bomb exploded, people came from all around to help the wounded. There is now a memorial at the bandstand in Regent's Park that contains a plaque that is dedicated to all the bandsmen that were killed that day. You now have some knowledge as to what happened on the day of July 20th, 1982 in London. Today, I explained 3 major points in understanding this event. I explained about the Irish Republican Army. I told you a little bit about what happened the day of the bombing and described what happened after the bombing. July 20th, 1982 was a horrific day that changed everyone's lives in London. But with help from everybody, they came together and found hope afterward. The London bombing of 1982 should always be remembered as an important day in the history of terrorism.